Very back row. Everybody take a couple of steps that way.
What a day. What a feeling.
I want to be able to see everyone's face.
What must these soon-to-be UW graduates be thinking?
Big smiles, everybody.
They did it, that's what.
That is kind of what it was like in the dream that I had.
Eric Seitz did it.
1, 2, 3.
That's right.
The world is his oyster, right?
Right.
So many people are rooting for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a unique story.
Yeah.
You might say it's the story of the decisions we make.
I kind of like when there's a couple different options.
He's made.
It's pretty amazing, actually. Very impressed with him, very proud of him.
That's really powerful.
Eric Seitz knows better than anyone.
It's the reality.
It's those choices we make in our lives
That whole lifestyle is just very transient.
that define us.
You think you're going to be a good nurse?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Go ahead and get started.
For Eric, it came down to this choice he made,
To be driven by compassion,
to be a nurse,
never stop seeing the needy,
so he could help others.
never just look the other way.
That was the easy part.
The whole family is very proud of him, and
Turned out in a very good way.
But first he had to help himself. That was the hard part.
you'd never think it would be over.
For his parents, excruciating.
Yeah, when you're in the middle of it and you're struggling.
It was very hard.
Here's what she means.
Where did you sleep when you were on the streets?
Church stoops. Grab a blanket or a sleeping bag if I was lucky enough to have one and just lay it down here. Anything worth cover from the rain. Seek refuge for a little bit. Living down here for a while somewhere and not be harassed by people that don't want you to be there. Basically like camping when you're a kid. There's some houses that have stoops that you can sleep in too. So it could be dangerous. I was addicted to heroin.
You were feeding your habit every day.
Every single day, yeah.
A $100 a day heroin habit.
And you feel sick when you don't have it.
Sometimes 200. Eric had choices.
You can smoke them, snort them, shoot them.
It was 6 years like this.
Injecting it has a lot better effect than what you need to get out of it.
Looked very different than he does now.
I really clearly remember the feeling of waking up or coming to in the morning, perhaps like under a church stoop in the rain with a jail blanket on, shivering and withdrawing from opiates, and where your bones hurt and your muscles hurt.
One day it hurt so much, he ended up here at Harborview Medical Center.
So people die from this.
Oh, yes, they die.
Eric Seitz was just 24 years old and dying.
Death, because the bacteria eventually gets into your bloodstream.
Flesh-eating bacteria was consuming him.
It was a horrible thing.
Bacteria from the injections.
And then just spread all the way down, so my entire thigh has they're all skin grafts on my thigh.
It's called flesh-eating for good reason.
It will double itself every 8 minutes. And you can almost watch the infection spread.
Or they said that if I had a 5% chance, they had said if he did live, then you're going to get amputated for sure.
Without treatment.
Basically, it's like a 0% chance of living.
So the question for his surgeon, Dr. Foy.
How far can we snatch somebody out of the jaws of death?
The question for the patient after his surgeon saved his life, saved his leg. What do I do now?
When he told us he wanted to be a nurse, I was just like, blown away.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
After he came out of the coma he was in for a month in 2008, he began rattling off questions.
He wanted to know what was happening and why things were happening.
Our job is to get them well.
Go to start a new IV, and he would ask, how do you do that, or why do you do that?
His questions were always about nursing.
And why we did everything that we did to him.
Nurses are really a special breed.
Why did you become a nurse, or why do you, what is it that makes you come to work every day?
Is what you guys did for him got him thinking,
yeah,
maybe I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no maybe about it.
Once he made the decision to do something different, he just went for it.
Yeah.
And the kind of nursing he wants to pursue?
And that actually looks pretty good.
That decision. Easy.
He's compassionate.
Community nursing. Working with the homeless.
It definitely has that indirect effect of actually feeling like you're doing something.
He's been in their shoes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need.
This is all part of his coursework and his passion and compassion.
His heart
You want your socks back on?
is really with people that are struggling with different kinds of adversities.
He's in intensive care in Harborview, and
And now he's
graduated
Eric Seitz
from one of the top nursing schools in the country.
My baby.
I know he's going to do great things.
To help others.
He's turned into be this.
Glad you guys can make it.
Unimaginable guy.
I'm just so proud of him.
John Sharifi.
What a day.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this.
King 5 News.
What a deal. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of people.